Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be working in this daily planner from Passion Planner. I'm going to be setting it up for like a budget journal type thing. So yeah, we got to create one of these calendars in the back pages, which they do have like grid-lined pages in the back. So I'm going to start working with this Tombow pencil here. And I just start creating an outline. I always work in like with pencil first, just because, you know, I like the mistakes happen. So, all right, so the build boxes for my calendar, I I pretty much make like they're like 6x6 boxes, I believe. And yeah, so I start with the columns first, okay? And then for the days of the week, I leave 2 boxes in height. And now I can actually start counting out the daily boxes here. So again, those are 6x6 squares. Seems to give me the best layout for my calendar. And now I just gotta try to figure out how many weeks I got in September. I'm thinking this should be it here. I know it's very hard to see whenever it's in pencil, but we'll be adding some like ink on here soon. So, all right. So I think if I keep the like top half for September, we should be good. And okay, so I am using the Micron, and I use a size 5 to do my outlines just because it is a like wee bit bolder. I don't want it to be too thick, but I do want it to stand out a little bit more than whenever I write. So yeah, let's keep building a calendar, guys. So I am using the Passion Planner Daily. This is the version 1 edition, so it does not include monthly calendars. From what I understand, the version 2 does. But I mean, I just like building my own calendars. I don't know what it is. I think it's just because, you know, I can make it the way that I want it. And okay, so I'm only going to go to Friday on this last week because September does end on a Friday. And I don't know. Like the first half of like the month, I guess the first week, I kind of have to build the boxes for, but like I like to leave the days open if, you know, if it doesn't end on a Saturday. I don't know why it bothers me, it just does. So that's how I build my calendar. So there we go. Okay, so now let's see here. I could start adding color to this thing. So yeah, these are the colors that we're gonna shoot for September because, you know, we're moving into like fall time. And I don't know if any of you noticed this, but you could fit 3 months into each Passion Planner Daily. So I actually do my planning by season. So this is going to be my fall seasons. So this is September, October, and November. And yeah, I don't know why I budget per season. I just find it easier. So yeah, like January. So like I'm going to have December, January, and February in my winter planner. I'm just weird. So let's add in the days of the week. I'm using that Futusuki pen. Believe I use a soft tip, but I just like how my writing appears in it. So that's why I use that. And okay, so now I'm going into a Micron. Days of the week, I still write with a 5-point because again, I want them to be a little bit bold, but you're going to see that I switched to a Micron 1 for any other writing for this layout, just because I like the differences in the width of the pen. So, okay, let's go ahead and put in our month. Okay, I guess I stick with the 5. Want that month to be bold. And you know what? I'm gonna change things up here. I am gonna do a little doodle here. So Maybe this helps explain my color theme. I'm thinking of apples. Apples are always on my mind for September. And okay, let's go ahead and start with my goals area. So I leave the sidebar for goals. What color do I want to do here? I think I'll underline this with this. Okay, so I guess I could start adding in my bills. So the main way that I use my monthly calendar for my budget here is I basically do like a visual layout of when my bills are due for the month. This definitely greatly helps whenever like I'm trying to figure out what bills need to be paid with what pay, since I get paid bi-weekly. So yeah, this has definitely helped my financial journey here. So let's go ahead and fill these bills out. And again, I'm using a Micron 1. So I just want my font to be just a wee bit tinier than the boldness of the outline of the calendar. And yes, guys, I do have a lot on here. Now, thankfully, most of these are like at a zero balance. So they're just like basically store cards, but I do include them on the calendar still, just, because you never know when you're going to use it. And I don't want to accidentally skip it for the month, because that would be bad. So yeah, I still list it on my monthly calendar, even though the balance may be zero. It's just like a friendly reminder to say, like, hey, check that account. So, alright, so I'm trying to make sure that nothing else is added on here. And I think this is it for the month. So now we gotta start working on some financial goals. And, okay, how do I want to proceed here? So I guess I'll start with my daily savings goal, because that's been like my go-to since like, God, I think like November 2020 maybe. So, oh yeah, I almost forgot to add in my paydays here. So I just make like a cute little circle thing here in the corner and mark it with a P later on. But let's just keep working on this daily savings goal here. Okay, so I normally put funds into my savings account on paydays. So I'm going to mark those off, and then I could check them off as I pay them or transfer the funds, throughout the month. Okay, so see, it does take a little bit for me to actually think about what the goals are. So yes, I am continuously stopping and planning on. So building this planner is a project, okay? Like this is over days. Okay, so I'm gonna do a payoff goals, because I went through the Stebt. I use like a Stebt Debt Tracker, and I wanted to see what my next account was that has the lowest balance, and it looks like it is my Kohl's card. So yeah, I'm basically paying off my Ninja oven, and I think if I could do $30 a week, I could get that thing paid off. So that's motivation right there. Okay, so I also found out that I could pay off one of the Capital Ones. It has a Canva payment on it, which I thought that I unsubscribed from Canva, but it turns out I didn't. So we're going to make a little cancel section on here too. And of course, Canva is number one. We're going to get rid of that, along with PicMonkey, which I think I misspelled PicMonkey, but it doesn't really matter because I still know what it means. I'm not really using it, so I guess I could cancel it until I need it again. And I always try to keep like a little reward section in here, so like if I do what I'm supposed to do for the week and I don't overspend and I control myself, I can pick from this reward list here. And for this month, I'm selecting a set of tans that I purchased like a month or two ago. So basically they're free. So this is a free way of rewarding myself for budgeting like I should. Okay, so where do I want to go from here? Okay, so I got all my bills listed. I do need to keep like my groceries and gas trackers and stuff. I do that at the bottom of this. Do I want to do that now? And I think I am just going to go ahead and just get it done with. So it looks like I would have 5 sets here. Okay, and there's 4 Tuesdays. So these are going to be my Etsy dots, which you will soon see. I'm going to label them. I just got to figure out how I want to label them. I thought I was going to use stickers, but I decided, you know what, we're just keeping things simple, definitely since I'm filming today. So here we go. I got my Etsy shop. I got gas and grocery trackers. And let's underline these things. Guess I can move that. Okay, so I got like this naked spot here. What can I do with this naked spot down here? Maybe set like a, I don't know, like a, I don't know. Okay, so I'm just gonna erase some lines while I think about this. I almost want to say like a guideline, like make sure that you don't spend over this, make sure you don't spend over that. Okay, guys, so I sat and thought about it, and that's basically what I did. Is I added in the weeks and some payment guidelines for like my goals down there. And okay, so I do want to make sure that I show you what I do with my daily pages. So I'm gonna keep this color scheme going here. So I'm just gonna like highlight the you know, like today's focus, game changer goal, that type of thing. And I'm gonna go ahead and just write in the date like I normally would. And okay, so over here, this is also what I want to show you. Since this is my budget planner, I do keep like a daily spending log on here. So let's see how many we want to go down here. Normally I do 10, but I feel like I've been like squeezing it a lot. Definitely whenever I like buy something with the credit card to get the points, but then I make the payment on the credit card that day, and then it's like you gotta transfer funds from here to here to here, and I mean, there's like sometimes where one purchase takes like 3 lines. So I think we're just gonna line it up with the 11 o'clock line, and we're just gonna proceed from here. Okay, so I know I need 7 squares here for my ending balance. I leave a space, 7 more for the transaction amount along with another space, and the first 3 are for where like I could list the store. So like if I'm buying craft supplies, I could put MI for Michaels. Gasoline would be sheets, so that's an SZ. Groceries in that would be a Giant Eagle mostly, or a Walmart. So I would have a GE or a Walmart, like a WM. So like that. That's how I kind of create like a little legend. And I'm just gonna make it pretty with some green washi. Okay, there. Let's see here. I could always start with the rollover from August. And of course, I'm going to mark down the bills due for this day. So I know it seems repetitive, but I've just basically learned from budgeting over the years that sometimes repetitive isn't a bad thing. It just means you're less likely to miss it. So, like, I'm not going to miss my rent payment or paying my insurance just because I haven't marked like 100 billion times. um, okay, so oh man. Okay, see, I've never actually set one of these up on camera, so I'm not quite sure where to go with this next. Okay, because I'd normally do like daily prompts in that. So, okay, maybe I could add in like a first daily prompt. So I'll start the month with what's one thing I can say no to this week to save money. So let's see if I could get this in here. And of course, I'm going to highlight it with the red and hello, baby bird. And after this, guys, I think I'm going to take a quick break. Alright, guys, so we're back on a very rainy Sunday morning. I took a little bit more than like a short break. I basically took a whole break of margaritas and tacos after this. So, Hopefully I don't sound as tired in that today, but I did want to quickly review this part because I feel like I kind of like crammed it in at the end of the first part. So yeah, I build my calendar here. So these are 6x6 squares. I just add in all of my monthly bills just to get like a monthly view, a visual of when my bills are due, and then I start creating like a goals sidebar. So of course I start with my daily savings because to me that's the most important thing that I want to start with. I did pick the Kohl's account as my payoff account. I did use the Stebt app. It's a Stebt website too, but I think you have to do the app to get the website. I'm not quite sure how it works, but it is free and it is wonderful to use. So I'm going to provide a link to that down in the description below. So that's what helps guide me into what account I need to focus on. I also chose to pay off my Capital One card too, just because it had a mini balance on it that I did not know was there. So yeah, that was the Canva. So then I'm going to cancel both of these because I'm not using them and I don't feel like I should be paying for them if I'm not using them. So I'm going to cancel those first thing. And again, I keep like a little reward section. So the other thing, this is the main part here that I do want to follow with, is I keep a monthly log of how much I bring in with my Etsy shop. And of course, Etsy payments are on Tuesdays, so I just mark down every Tuesday in the month, and then I'm going to log how much I brought in. Sometimes it's decent, sometimes it's not enough. So, you know, like we do have to keep track of that, and that goes straight into the Etsy shop savings. I also keep track of like my monthly spending on gas and groceries. So, yeah, like I kind of separated, like I do like a Monday to a Sunday for the weeks. So, like you could see the 5th to the 11th, that would be 1 week there. But since we start on Thursday, I'm going to count that as a week itself just because I do my bulk spending on Saturday and Sunday. And September is a little weird in how the month layout is, so I just included an additional for the 26th to the 30th. So that's how I'm going to track my payments there, and again I'm going to list down how much I spent for that week so that I can keep track of it. This is like my little guideline here, I guess that's like what I'm going to call it. I've never actually thought about terming this, but I always try to do like a cute like little saying that goes with the month, so I'm going to fall into savings. I'm going to attempt to boost my Etsy sales to 100. Probably not going to happen, but hey, it's worth an attempt. I'm also going to try to reduce my spending on gas and groceries. I'm going to try to limit those to 150 or less for the month. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But again, this is just like something that I could like shoot for. So like if I notice that, hey, my groceries are starting to get a little high, we're reaching like a 120, a 130, I know to start trying to use what's in the pantry and go to the store less. So like that type of thing. So since I reviewed that, we're going to go back into the daily, which a lot has happened here. So what I changed, I'm trying to think of what I changed from the last time. I guess it's always good to do like a quick review here. So I just kept with the color coordination that I did for my monthly calendar. So I just highlighted these areas just because I like how it looks. And I went ahead and added in like important dates for work. I know that my one goal was to do yoga on a daily basis because I found an app that actually like pays you to do yoga. So we're gonna try that. Again, like trying to bring in any source of income possible since this is my budget planner here. Okay, so I also built in my daily spending log. which again, I do 7 squares for the balance. So like, since this is rollover for August, so this is my description area. It's going to show that like my starting balance is here, and God, let's say I went to Starbucks, right? So I got a Starbucks drink. I'm going to put in the price of the drink here, and I'm going to do the new balance underneath it. This way, I have like a very clear idea of what is in my account on a daily basis. And this has really helped improve my finances and budgeting because I like pretty much know how much I spend on everything now, and it's no longer a shocker at the end of the week. So this is vital. Another thing that I do is I relist if I have bills due on that day, and I did go ahead and like continue this for like the whole month of September. So again, you could see like I got bills due on the 11th, and at the end of every week, so every Sunday, I do a weekly spending snapshot. So I'll go back through with these daily logs here, and I'll calculate like how much did you spend on the home this week, how much did you spend on gas, groceries, dining, debt, like things like that. Then that way I could kind of keep track. And like if I noticed that like, hey, you spent like $200 on yourself, like, girl, we need to stop. Okay, so sometimes those one-time purchases you just do and you don't really think about it until you actually get to reflect on it. So this is something that I've started to do. Okay, so another thing that I added while we were gone, just because I felt like the video was getting like a little long, it's getting a little tedious here. The whole schedule thing here, because they do start with a 5 a.m. to an 11 p.m. This works for my summer shifts just because we do wake up like really early, which sometimes this wasn't even early enough because I have to wake up at like 3 or 4 in the morning, but it doesn't work for me during the fall, winter, and spring months. So I just cover it up with some white label paper. And then, of course, I draw like little dots on it with a mild liner or a pen. And this pretty much becomes like sometimes, like, I'll try to keep like a schedule on this. Like, I'll write the time of the day and then what I'm doing. And then there's other times where I just want like a master list for the day. So this is kind of like the things that I want to focus on. Like, these are my priorities. And then this is kind of like a wish list. Other days I'm going to mark down that, like, hey, I woke up at this time, 9 o'clock I did exercises, 12 o'clock, hopefully I ate lunch, or had to go into work 2 hours early. But this is just mainly like a little daily tracker for me. And I did save my project that I made on Cricut to do this, just so that I'm not like snipping all of the white label paper. So basically, I just measured it out and plugged in a bunch of them on the Cricut, and the Cricut kind of ordered it because, it's just like blank white rectangles, like, it's nothing important. But I believe it was like 7.25 by, I believe it, I want to say it was a quarter. Yeah, it was a 0.25, but I always add a little bit just because it does get tricky when you're like printing and cutting. So I believe this was a 0.3, and then this would be a 7.3. And for those of you who do not want to take the time out to do this, but you want the same effect, I'm going to try to link my Cricut project down below in the description for you. I've never actually linked a Cricut project, but I'm going to try. And then that way, if you want to do this, all you got to do is go through that link, hopefully get that project, and just click make. It's gonna look crazy because like all the squares are all over the screen, not lined up, but Cricut pretty much lines it up for you. And I do have it set for like a standard letter size of paper because that's the size of my sticker paper. And I was hoping to get 30 on one page, but you can only get 29. So yeah, I had to print off a whole nother one. Why they just couldn't put a rectangle here, I don't know. It's Cricut. But this is the way that I found to get like the most cuts on a sheet of paper. So I just wanted to show that to yins. If you're interested in this, I am going to provide it in the link down below. And I mean, it's nothing special. It's just a bunch of rectangles that are just sized. So of course it's going to be free. I'm not really concerned with that. I just want you to be able to have pre-cut sticker paper if you want to eliminate that schedule from your daily. Let's see here. Where else did I go with this? So, yeah, like, okay, so I did like my daily prompts. So, of course, like I changed it. So, like, what's one thing I can say no to this week to save money? How can I adjust and save? Of course, I'm grateful for it because practicing gratitude does actually help you spend less. How does money bring you joy? Okay, there's another gratitude. Where did I see temptation? I always put this on my Saturday just because I'm normally shopping with the pups and he really wants you to spend. Do I need to save for anything for the upcoming month? So, yeah, like it's simple things like that. They're quick and easy, but it does make you think about your spending, and it does change your attitude towards your money. So, yeah, if you won the lottery, would you still go to work? No, I wouldn't. I would stay at home all day long and make videos like this. Um, Another thing I did is I had some extra chicken stickers left over from a previous planner layout, so I just kind of threw them on Fridays because I had enough to cover every Friday. So, yeah, I threw in some chickens, which they're adorable. I love these doodles. I got them on an Etsy shop. I can't quite remember what shop it was, but I will make sure that I include that down in the description below too, just in case if you love these chicken doodles as much as I did, because they're cute. Um, okay, so I think this is it for the daily part. And just in case if you are new to Passion Planner, um, so yeah, I started working on my roadmap up here. I did not make it to October, November, December, but I made sure that I went ahead and did September. Now, these are normally set at like 1 month, 3 month. I want to say like 3 years, and I think a lifetime. This is a daily planner, okay? Like its lifetime is for 3 months. So I decided to just break it down into months, and then I'm going to include December because it helps me look forward like a month ahead of the life of the planner. So yeah, I started going off on that. As you can tell, like I've already included these two in my monthly layout that we saw before. And of course, I do want to strengthen my finances. I feel like the start of the season, this is a good time to start working on that. So yeah, like I broke it down. So updating my debts on Stebt, which you saw or heard about earlier. Um, I'm going to have my daily and weekly savings goals, track saving account balances, cancel unused subscriptions and apps, make extra payments on the lowest card. I'm going to continue selling my items on Etsy. I'm going to start uploading items on eBay, mainly like used clothing or other things around the house that I'm no longer using. One, because it's going to help declutter the home. Two, it's extra funds that I could put into my savings account or pay down debts. And of course, I'm going to keep with the extra funds on my Amazon receipts app because that's an easy $10 per month. And I am focusing more on the daily journal prompts. So I made it that far into the game changer goal, but that's pretty much how I know what to put in through these dailies. So basically, all of this, I started incorporating adding tasks into your daily pages. So that's like I know I'm going to be doing that on that day. List 2 items on eBay. Review Etsy account, so that's where I'm going to track my funds. I'm going to do my Amazon receipts and the moral codes. Okay, I've even included that I'm gonna try to put in $10 for my holiday fund. Doesn't seem like a lot, but again, like I have like 3,000 in my savings account from saving $5 a day. So a little bit does add up. I'm also going to do like a friendly reminder to update my Stebt, so if I did make payments on my accounts, I can keep current with that instead of waiting until the end of the month. And so I think you're getting the idea there with that. And that's pretty much what I'm going to explain in this. I believe the next thing that I'm going to work on is finishing this up, finishing that up, and we're gonna figure out what to do with this. Because I think I got an idea, but I'm not quite sure. It's something I gotta see. But I believe we just got like one more part into this, and we should be done, guys. So we are almost set up. Again, this is like a very long process because you're basically making the planner to fit the exact needs that you need. But that is what I love about the Passion Planner Daily, is that it's so versatile. And again, like as you saw at the very beginning of the video, I am a Passion Planner ambassador, so if you're interested in Passion Planner or want to give it a go, please feel free to use my code, which is SallyK832 at the Passion Planner website, and you'll receive 10% off your total order, including sale items and prices. So you can't beat that. So, alright, guys, again, I'm going to take another quick break here. I'm going to see what I could do, and I'm going to share with you about how I'm going to actually build this into a daily budget planner, goal setting planner. So, again, I'll be right back. Alright, guys, so we are back once again. We got the roadmap done, and I'm trying to figure out what to do with these year at a glance pages. I don't really need them just because this planner doesn't really do like a year, it only does 3 months. And I mean, I don't really use the year at a glance pages to begin with in my yearly planner. So yeah, I'm gonna try to turn these into like a savings account tracker type thing. So we're gonna start by covering up the months with some white label paper. And let's see here. These are scraps from the Cricut printouts that you saw earlier. So just trying to make sure that I get the most out of all of my sticker paper here. Again, we are making a budget tracker. So, I mean, yeah, these edges are not clean at all, guys. I'm gonna clean them up later just for filming sake. But okay, so we're gonna take the next one and do the same thing. This one's a little too short, so I'm gonna have to get a fresh slab, or maybe I can combine these two. I guess I'm not really like worried about it being like pretty. I mean, this is my functional planner, so let's see here. I can't remember which side of this is easier to cut on. I think it's the other side. It's definitely the other side because that is jaggy. Okay, so we're just gonna smooth out this excess here. Gotta clean off the sticker junk off my hands. So yeah, we're just gonna keep snipping. And all right, so now I gotta fill in the accounts I got, and I think I'm just gonna start with the daily. So let's try out this Tombow pen here. I haven't used one of these in a long time, so let's go ahead and try to use this guy. He sits on the shelf a lot. And okay, so of course I got like my overtime, I got my daily. Let's make this one holidays. And why not emergency? Okay, that's an account I never really look at, so maybe if I do a visual, maybe I'll be more likely to put money into it. So let's write out the months down here. So again, this planner is for the fall months, so it's September, October, November. So each of these columns is going to be for those months for each account. So yeah, this is actually starting to it's coming together. It's definitely coming together, maybe a little sloppily. But I mean, you'll have that whenever this is the first time that you do something. So I guess this is a prototype. Okay, so I'm going to start out with red. And I'm just going to highlight this just to add some color to the page. And I'm going to keep September green because, you know, the leaves are still green. November, of course, is brown. And we'll make October orange because, you know, pumpkins. And it still has like that fallsy color scheme to it. Okay, so it looks like we're actually getting things done here, guys. I just gotta figure out what to do with this, so I'll be back. Alright, so yeah, thought about this, and yeah, I came across these on the Passion Planner website, and I've always wanted to give these like little budgeting things a go. I guess they're like a monthly budget. But yeah, normally I think they were expecting us to like print them out onto paper and then like washi tape them in or something. But I just printed them on sticker paper. And since I have the smaller size planner, I got two on a page. So this is kind of cool. So I'm actually really excited to use this. So like I'm gonna put this giant sticker right here and gonna try to peel ever so slightly here and check this out, guys. Bam, instant budget tracker. Okay, so let's see here. That would be November. So I gotta get October's in here, and sorry, Harto, I love you, but we're gonna cover you up because I don't really need the instructions. I, you know, pretty much know how to use this now. Okay, so let's go ahead and just snip off this excess. And for those of you who don't know that they provide these, the Passion Planner website does provide free printables of like many things. There's, oh god, there's book trackers, budget trackers, health trackers, exercise trackers. I mean, you name it, they probably got a tracker for it. And yeah, you just have it sent to your email, you download it, and you print it for free. So, I mean, you can't beat that. And I even got an extra one for, well, I got a little crease there. But yeah, I got an extra one for December for my next planner. Okay, these are going to be a little bit trickier. These are the dot grids. So I'm going to use this as a guide, and I'm going to try to cut this thing in half. So here we go. I guess I'm not shooting for perfectionism. We're shooting for done. So, okay, let's go ahead and cut this guy in half. Got to make sure I trim this off. And then this is going to give me a dot grid sheet on the other side of that monthly budget thing. And then that way I could write down notes. I could do like a monthly reflection. You know, I mean, I don't even know what I'm going to do with this, but now I know I got dot grid up here. So, heck yeah, making use of those front pages. So, all right, looks like we got November done. Let's go ahead and get October set up. Ooh, guys, we're getting so much done now. Okay, so giant sticker sheet right there. Bam, okay. And, okay, let's go ahead and trim this one up. And here we go, September. Again, sorry, Harto. Gotta cover you up, guy. And, okay, final giant sticker. Okay, so now I got the monthly budget. So this is gonna be like the first time I actually do this, guys. So maybe this will like improve what's happening here. Okay, so now I gotta figure out what do I do with these other pages, and I've always wanted to do like a debt payoff tracker type thing. I have, oh God, I got so excited there, I forgot to cut this part off. I'm like so excited that I'm actually able to make use out of these pages up here. Like they're finally not going to waste. But yes, I feel like that hard O right there. I'm just, oh my god, this is, oh, it was going so smooth, guys. And okay, so yes, and just in case if some of you haven't noticed, it's really cold in here now from all the rain this morning, so I had to put on long sleeves. So yeah, but yeah, we're just gonna keep adding these pages in here because I'm going to doodle my own debt trackers here. I pretty much spent the last 2 hours trying to find debt trackers that are seasonal, and it was like next to impossible. So we're gonna start with November because I mean December's in here, but this isn't the December planner. So yeah, I'm just paying off 2 accounts apparently in the next 3 months. So let's, well, we're just gonna chop this guy too because I know I'm gonna use it. I figure I might as well get all of these in because yeah, I'm actually really nervous about doodling. I'm not the best doodler, so I'm trying to work myself up here, guys. Trying to work myself up with some nerve because I got all of these sheets. So yeah, this thing is happening. So let's see here. Okay, I'm not even going to mess with that page. So this is going to be my debt trackers. So I got 2 accounts, and the one is supposed to be paid off in November. Okay, so we're shooting for this Walmart one, and that was what, like 500, I think. So at least we're starting off with baby cards. So let's see here. Let's see if I could draw a turkey. And yeah, his head's gonna be lopsided there. Okay, I could do better than that. So let's see here. Gonna even give him like a little pilgrim hat. And let's see here, a little beak, and they have like that little gobbler thing. So, man, okay, yeah, again, I'm sorry if you can't see this with the pencil. I promise you, you're gonna get to see it with the ink. It's just, oh my god, I can't believe I'm actually drawing this. Okay, but it's okay. It's okay. So I'm gonna make it to where whenever I color in his feathers, and hello, baby bird. So whenever I color in this turkey's feathers, these are gonna be like my payment. So I'm thinking, since this is, I think I said 500, if I could get 10 feathers, that should be 50 a feather. So I think that's pretty doable there. So okay, let's bring out the Futusuki pen because I like to doodle with this one just because you don't have to worry about the lines matching up. It kind of gives the doodles like a really cool look. Because you know, you got the thickness and the thinness of the oh my god, bird, because yeah, basically the lines don't edge up. So like whenever you're really bad at doodling, but like me, you can't really tell. So okay, now for the feathers. So I'm gonna brave it. I'm gonna go outside of my outline here just to kind of spread these out just a wee bit more. And oh god, okay, well, I guess this is how you know I work in an elementary school. But hey, kindergartners would know this is a turkey. So there we go. Do I got 10 feathers? I got 10 feathers. Okay, so each of those is going to be $50. And let's see here, I'll even write down account and amount down here. And I almost feel like I should write something up here, which, oh god, it's probably not the best decision, but you know what? I'm going to. So, okay, why not? Give thanks, because this is supposed to be paid off in November, right? Just making sure. Okay, yeah, because it is now. Oh boy, guys, you got to see me doodle. It's like a rare thing on camera. Okay, so September, of course, I got that Kohl's card. But I think I could do this in 5 payments. So let's make a bushel of apples because this is September. So apparently I'm going to start coloring in my turkey in October, but you know, is gonna be done in November, so that's why we got the turkey. I wish I could do a card a month. I mean, that would be freaking amazing, but I don't really see that happening. So, alright, let me try to figure out how to make like a basket weave pattern here, which I don't really know how this one's gonna turn out. This one's gonna look weird. Okay, let's get the edge on there. Draw some apples. Okay, so see, we got 5 apples because I'm doing 5 payments. Can't remember how much, but I do know it's on my calendar, so I got 5 payments. And okay, so I was gonna do like a double rim on this basket, but I think I'm just gonna stay with a single. And let's do some like slats. Oh boy, guys. Okay, so yeah, the weavy pattern, that is actually definitely making this look like it's coming together. So that's actually not as bad as what I thought it would look like. And okay, so let's add a fun quote up here too. So I'm gonna do take a bite out of debt. Because you know you're biting the apple. Okay, I feel like I need to like do something to this font over here because it's looking pretty sad. Not the best with writing whenever I'm under pressure. Okay, so we're going to do the account and amount over on this side too. So there we go. Those are the 2 accounts that I'm paying off, one in September, one in November. And you know what? Let's add some color onto these things too, because let's see here, we'll do red. I feel like I'm going to be using a lot of yellows, browns, and oranges on this page. So let's throw in the red now. Okay. Where else do I go with this? Guess I could write in the months on these because well, I mean, I'm pretty much set to it now. And okay, so that's done. And this right here, I'm going to make this like a memories page. And in one way, I want to write like memories going across the page, but I think I'm just going to hold off. I'm going to wait. I'm going to print off some pictures. And like whenever I do the things that were like on my roadmap and that, I'm going to take a picture so that I could remember it. So yeah, guys, just to give you a quick flip through of what we've all just went through. And yeah, if you've stuck out with me this long, I greatly appreciate it. I do. Thank you so much for watching. And I really hope that this helped you see that you could turn this planner into anything that you want it to be. Please remember to hit that like and subscribe button to see more Plan With Me's.